Before we begin this video, I just wanted to point out that this is a paid partnership with Warner Brothers. I wanted to point that out before we start this video so that you know, and I know, and everybody knows the bird is the word. All right, let's start this video. Hey fam! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Vin. V for Vin, that's why I do this, if anyone was wondering. Even people who are returning, if you were wondering why I do the peace sign, it's because it kind of looks like a V. So in this video, I did a look for the Harry Potter franchise. I was assigned to do a creative interpretation of the HUFFLEPUFF cup. And with that, it's a gold chalice. As I go through the tutorial, I will mention all of my creative inspiration behind the look itself, and it will tie back to the story and the backstory of the HUFFLEPUFF cup. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Sorry for the really lengthy intro, but it was very important for me to give you all of that information. First and foremost, I started by priming my face, and I don't remember exactly what primer I used, but I massaged it into my face. For my base, I'm using a white and a black cream paint, and I am mixing them together to create gray. Wow, color theory, that's what happens. But first I'm gonna apply my contacts because I don't feel beautiful, and when I don't feel beautiful, I am not myself. Swiping that gray paint down my face was so satisfying, I just had to do it. Mostly for the clickbait, but it was very satisfying to do. So I'm applying that all over my face, my head, my body, my décolletage, all of that jazz. And I'm getting it right in my ears, which is a huge pet peeve of mine. I hate getting makeup in my ears because it's like, I can never get it out of my ears. It's just like, I find that I have like blue in my ears from like weeks ago, and I'm like, when was this? I love using these paints, however, they do tend to move, so I have to be really careful when I'm powdering. So I start with the most important parts, the brows and the crevices of my nose and the T-zone, of course. And then I just smack it all on. Here I started to use a metallic gold body paint, but it wasn't giving me the bang power that I needed for the HUFFLEPUFF cup. I really wanted to be extra with this, so I ended up taking a cream eyeshadow that's just stark, just plain old gold, and it worked in my favor, and I'm happy and content about that. I'm at peace with that. Now I'm applying some appliques. This was actually a placemat that was a gold maple leaf, and I cut them into sections so that they would fit perfectly on my neck. Sorry, not my neck, my décolletage. To glue them to my décolletage, I used Prozade. For those of you who don't know, Prozade is a medical grade adhesive, very strong, very sexy, amazing, just like the worst to take off. So I use Prozade cream, which is a thicker consistency. Think about if Prozade was like left out and it thickened, that's what it is. And it's just so much easier to take off. The bond power might not be as strong, but you know, we're not going for like longevity right now. But if you're looking for longevity, I would go for like a Prozade, just regular Prozade. Painting the shape of a badger, and I am going for just like almost like a Rorschach shape. For those of you who don't know, a Rorschach or an ink blot test are ink blots on paper that are sometimes folded in half, and they represent an image so that your brain can comprehend what you see. After I created the general shape, I decided to use the bristles of the brush to stipple the paint. And then I go in with a stippling sponge to get into those hard to reach areas. I'm also bringing the black paint around my cheeks, almost like a contour. And this is mostly because I'm working off of a human face and not a real badger face. So I'm just working with the dimensions that I have. Dementor. I know that one. By the way, do you like my setup? I always need plants around me. I just feel like something about plants make me feel at home and alive. I love plants. Who doesn't love plants? If you guys love plants, sound off in the comment section below. I'm also taking that gold cream color and I'm applying that with a stipple sponge as well, in strategic spots that I guess would represent a highlight. So back in the day when the HUFFLEPUFF cup was in the hands of its rightful owner, and when it also existed, because it doesn't exist anymore, it was destroyed. It was stolen by Tom Riddle, who is Voldemort, and brought into Slytherin, and it was also charmed so that if you touched it, it would turn into 3, and then if you grab one, you burn your hands, something about like eternal fire, I don't know. With that being said, I wanted to incorporate some green in this look. So I used these little green styrofoam balls that were in a bouquet of flowers. They're always those like extra things. I don't know what they're called. And I'm applying those within the gold leaf placemat applique. Sorry, it's not a placemat anymore, it's an applique. So all of the Harry Potter scholars are gonna be super proud of me for that. To the lower half of my body, I added more of the gold elements and then mixed them in with the green to show kind of like a progressive taketh from the houseth. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well as the look that I produced for the Harry Potter franchise. I wholeheartedly mean this. Hopefully, I represented y'all proud. Thank you so much to the entire Harry Potter franchise team for allowing me to participate in this opportunity. I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of this and represent the Hufflepuff Cup for all of you and all of your enjoyment. If you are not already, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and turn on those notifications, okay? I want you to know when I am posting. I would love to hear what house you identify with. What? Comment down below which house you would be part of despite being assigned the Hufflepuff Cup. I would very much be a Slytherin. Now, I don't want to brag, but when I went to the Science Center years ago, eons ago, there was a Harry Potter exhibit and I put on the sorting hat and the sorting hat said I was Slytherin! Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.